challenge. Imagine this. The world rages around you. Headlines pile on top of each other. Opinions clash. Your daily life demands more than you can possibly give. Everything seems to pull, to scatter, to tear you apart. And yet, what if, in the middle of this storm, you could discover a quiet place within? A place where the noise of the world fades, where you are no longer a slave to circumstance, but master of your own response. The Stoics called this serenity, not rigid endurance, but conscious, deliberate answering, an art of remaining free, even in chains. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor. Epictetus, a slave. Seneca, a statesman. Each of them found in Stoic philosophy a way to stand unshaken. And perhaps their teaching in our 21st century is more relevant than ever before. Stoic lens.
There are days when I feel like a leaf in the wind, driven, chased, tossed back and forth by forces I cannot control. A message on my phone, a word spoken in the wrong tone, an unexpected twist of events, and suddenly the balance of the whole day seems lost. But sometimes, in a quiet moment, I take a deep breath, look up at the sky, and realize the clouds drift by, but the sky itself remains. Perhaps this is what the Stoics meant. We are not the clouds. We are the sky. We are not the chaos. We are the awareness that beholds it. Serenity does not mean to endure everything blindly. It means to remain still, within movement. It means to guard our inner freedom, even when the world outside is restless. And so I ask myself, am I the leaf that falls or the tree that stands? To understand serenity through the lens of Stoicism, we must look not only at its abstract ideas, but also at its roots, its vision of freedom, and the practices it left us. What follows is a journey from origins to inner meaning to daily exercises that keep the philosophy alive. Origins and core ideas. Stoic philosophy was born in Athens in the 3rd century BCE. Its founder, Zeno of Citium, did not teach in halls of power, but in the Stoa Poikile, the painted colonnade, among the people. Its core idea was simple, yet revolutionary. It is not the world that determines our happiness, but the way we look at it. The Stoics drew a sharp line. Things within our control, our thoughts, our choices, our actions. Things beyond our control, fate, weather, illness, death, and the opinions of others. Serenity means recognizing the difference and spending our energy only on what truly lies within our power. For the Stoics, virtue was the highest good. Wisdom, justice, courage, moderation. All else, wealth, fame, possessions, was indifferent, not irrelevant, but never essential to happiness.
Serenity has inner freedom. Epictetus, himself a slave, put it in stark terms. You may chain my body, but not my freedom to think. For him, true freedom was found not in outer conditions, but within. Serenity, then, does not mean to be without emotion. It means not being ruled by emotion. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of an empire, wrote in his private journal, "If you are troubled by something external, it is not the thing itself that disturbs you, but your judgment of it." Serenity is born when we recognize the distance between event and reaction, between what happens and what meaning we give it. In that gap, in that breath, lies freedom. The freedom to choose another response. Stoic practices. The Stoics were not dreamers, they were practitioners. For them, philosophy was no game of thought. It was daily training. Negative visualization. Imagine losing what you hold dear, not to grow sad, but to deepen gratitude. The dichotomy of control. In moments of stress, ask yourself, is this within my power? If yes, act. If no, let go. Journaling. Marcus Aurelius wrote not for others, but for himself. A quiet dialogue with his own mind to find clarity. Memento mori. Remember death, not out of pessimism, but to live more consciously. If time is finite, each moment becomes more precious. These were not abstract theories. They were tools against stress, fear, and inner unrest.
Deeper reflection.
At work, a deadline looms. The pressure rises. A stoic thought whispers, I cannot control time itself, but I can control my focus, and clarity replaces panic. In traffic, someone cuts you off. Anger flares, but can you change them? No. Yet you can choose not to poison your own day with rage. In relationships, a quarrel breaks out. Words wound. A Stoic asks, does my anger serve peace? Often, silence is stronger than striking back. On social media, a harsh comment cuts deep. But Epictetus would say, the opinion of others is beyond your power. Your worth does not rest on clicks or strangers' judgments. In loss, a loved one dies. The pain is unavoidable. But serenity means to accept what cannot be changed and to find peace in memory. These examples show Stoic serenity is no distant ideal. It is a tool for work, for daily life, for the digital age.
Empowerment close. Perhaps serenity does not mean that life becomes easier. Perhaps it means only that we move through life with greater ease. The Stoics knew we cannot stop the storms, but we can learn to set our sails. And so the question turns to you. Where in your life are you still fighting battles that lie outside your control. And what might happen if today you began to let them go? Perhaps then you would discover serenity is not the absence of pain. It is the presence of freedom.